Theme song, these girls be chatting. Theme song, yeah, they really snapping. Two homegirls, yeah, they make it happen. Anita Wade and DDW, yeah. Anita and DDW, yeah. Anita Wade and DDW, yeah. Pull up, press play with the. All right, that's all we got for y'all today. All right, welcome guys. This is episode 12 of Two Homegirls Chatting. We are moving along. This would be 4 weeks then. I'm so excited. Wait, let me take that back, y'all. I can't do math. Forget that last part. This is episode 12. Welcome, y'all. Today we will be talking about controversial topics. We're calling this controversial hot takes today because we're just going to be asking a bunch of questions about a bunch of things that people find controversial in general. I'm turning my TikTok volume up. I think we're off StreamYard for a second, guys. But that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, we're going to start with our Negro spirituals. So, Anita, can you hear me on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So the first Negro spiritual I have for y'all. Let me turn this. Let me get out of. You closed out the StreamYard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me get out. I don't know why every time. For some reason, when you close it, it doesn't just close. It leaves me in there. I don't know why. But my Negro spiritual for today, I'm gonna give y'all Until the End of Time by Tupac. I think that is one of his. Let's see what I'm supposed to do. 1 second, y'all. That's one of his best songs. That's probably one.
He said I'm echoing.
Yeah, let us know again, monkeys. Hello, Admin Flow. That's one of his most famous songs.
Now I can hear you.
I would almost call it a Negro spiritual. I mean, not a Negro spiritual. Neo soul. I don't know, something about that song that also puts me in a very good mood. So that's my first one.
Baby, I ain't hear nothing you said. What song was
it? And Time by Tupac.
It's like they don't want me to hear this song. Because first I couldn't hear because my volume was down. The second time, the Wi-Fi told me nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Until the End of Time by Tupac. Take these broken wings. I need your hands to come. Okay, Anita, you are good on time. I need your hands to come in. I forgot the next line, y'all. And I usually be on it with the songs, but not quite right today. It's all right.
You could have rapped every line of that song, and I would not have known it.
You don't know to?
No, I don't.
There you go, Marquise, help me. I need your hands to come and heal me once again, so I can fly until the end of time. If you do get a chance,
who sings it? Is it like who sings it?
It's Tupac. It's Tupac.
But is it like who sings the
RL. RL from Next. You know RL?
I know RL, but I just would never imagine that he would have a song with Tupac.
Well, he doesn't. So that song was officially put out posthumously. Yeah, it's one of them ones. So technically he doesn't have a song with Tupac, but he is on the song. He does an amazing job singing the chorus of that song, singing the hook. It's a really good song. Check it out. Yes, that's my first one.
I'm gonna put that on my playlist.
Well, I don't want to do it again. Did you have one? This is a good one. I wish I could play this song. Are we only on TikTok right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to play this song. After you do yours, I'm gonna play this song because TikTok let us play music. No, I ain't gonna play it because I can't play a piece of it. I would have to play the whole song. You can't play one part of the song, so I'll let you do yours. Mm-hmm. Maybe at a later time I'll play it. Hey, Jess.
Today my Negro spiritual is "Fiendin' by Jodeci."
Fiendin' by Jodeci is definitely a Negro spiritual. That is one of the ones that is on my playlist.
Hey, not you, because that's weird to sing that to you, but I I can't leave you alone. You got me. Yeah, that's my first one.
I like that one. So let me reposition y'all, and then I'll tell y'all my next one. Since we're on TikTok, I wanted to make sure I'm looking right at y'all. My next one, I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I can't take up this song. Maybe about 4 minutes long, possibly, and I can't play this song for 4 minutes. But I'm gonna play the beginning, and y'all tell me if y'all think this is an ego spiritual.
I typed a text to the girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with
It is. That is indeed a Negro spiritual.
and I CC'd every girl that
That song, the way I know every verse of that song and every verse of that song hits, like every verse goes off. I'm like, I don't know what they was doing
Every
on the
single verse. There isn't one that does not. Let the record reflect. They don't got one verse that did not hit.
Marky said, "Let it rock for the whole 4 minutes." Let me tell you, I forgot about that.
Although I judge people based off of who they says has the best verse.
Yeah.
I do. Now I gotta ask you, who do you think has the best verse, TD?
I think if I was gonna put it in order, I would say Andre. Hold on, let me think of Pimp C and Bun B version. I would say Andre, Pimp C, Bun
See,
B.
Marquise is a particular kind of person.
I would say Andre, then Pimp C, then Bun B, then Big Boy. That's the order I would put it in.
I am of a different kind of person. I raise you Pimp C, Andre, Big Boy, Bun B.
I would not argue with anyone who put Pimp C first. I wouldn't argue with that. The Bun B though, I wouldn't put Bun B at the end. But I think the debate between whose is better, Pimp C or Andre, is not that bad of a debate. That's not a bad one. Ooh. I feel like if you say Andre first or Pimp C first, either way it works. I think that's fine. But I wouldn't put Bun B at the end. I would put Hello Shatoya. I'm not mad at that one. The monkeys ain't mad at yours. I definitely yeah, that's one of the ones. I don't think I have ever heard the song rap wise where there were a bunch of people on the song and every verse was just like amazing. There has never been
one of my favorites of all time.
But yeah, so that's my two. Did you ever
Even though them niggas was on two completely different topics. It's amazing how they was on two different topics.
Yeah.
Andre and Big Boy, they was both talking about marriage and relationships and love. Of course, Pimp C and Bun B was talking about pimp shit. Exclusively. Exclusively. Ain't no love over here. We talking about David and Dens. That's it.
They were. But
oh man.
We didn't care. The verses were just so good. We didn't care.
Oh, my second one. My second one is Crush on You by Junior Mafia.
Yes.
I know you see me on the radio. I know you see me on the videos. True. I know you hear me on the radio. True. I forgot the rest of the lyrics because I'm high. However.
But that's okay. Because it's most definitely an English.
It is. It's real. I don't really I don't like it when DJs play too many games. I don't like that. Like I feel like we should be able to boo DJs when they don't do a good job.
Sure.
I'm gonna start booing DJs when you don't blend well. Boo! Boo! You're not good at your craft. Please. Cause why would you play that?
Yeah,
why would you throw a Justin Bieber song in there at that point? Why would you play Sexy Red after you play Kirk Franklin? You don't blend that. Where are
It
you
is
gonna go from
crazy.
there? You know what I mean? It's like that's no. You got to know how to transition the party the right way.
Yeah, it
You
is
don't
crazy.
just. I hate. You know what? And I'm from Baltimore, but I hate it when DJs get stuck in a loop. I feel like I've said this before to you, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't like when people get stuck in the loop. When DJs get stuck in the loop playing house music, they get stuck in the same loop. It's the same two
Follow
songs that
me.
they always get in the same loop. As soon as I hear the two songs go in a loop, I know I'm about to go take me a little break outside. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
me a quick walk down the street because I am not about to sit here for this 12 and a half minutes that you about to because that light bill do. You got a brand new shoes. But you got a light bill do. No, I'm going outside. I'm not staying here for this.
I'm trying
I'm
to figure
not.
out
They get
what
stuck for 14 minutes.
was there like a class that they take that lets them know what people like? Because I'm trying to figure out who told them that that's what we like to hear over and
They
over again.
survey a list.
Who?
I'm telling you, it's in their spirit. That is it gets in their spirit. That's what I'm saying. It gets directly into their spirit and they get in a trance. They think we are no longer there. They are in their own room playing that song like on sinners. They be in their own world. We are not even there. They don't know we there no more. It takes them for them for whatever thing that they're in.
Mhm.
They- whatever fairyland that they're in, whatever story of Narnia that they're stuck in that jam, they have to let it, they gotta see it through until they get to the next one. Or somebody gotta come up and tap them. Because, and it's like nobody wants to ever go up and tap them. It's like they get stuck in conversation. It's
Yeah.
hypnotic. I can't stand it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, don't they? Ain't they supposed to keep their ears to the street? Because I'm
They
trying to
supposed to
figure
keep
out,
their
like,
ears to the street, but they don't. They don't even be knowing how
who
to read a
is
room.
telling them that this is what we like? I'm so confused.
You can tell what type of music people like in the room by the outfits that they wearing. Like you can tell who your Erica Badu crowd is versus who your sexy red crowd. You might be able to get a Glorilla in between both of them. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you don't you it's a slippery slope. It is a very slippery slope between making niggas want to fight music. Don't play more than 3 Boosie songs in succession.
Mm-mm. I'm okay if you don't play
Cause I don't
any.
wanna I don't why are you doing that? Actually. I don't want to hear too many Lil Durk songs back to back to back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't I don't like that. Throw something else in there. Throw a
What happened?
brandy.
Why are you trying to end my live now? I didn't even say nothing. Nothing was said.
What you do? Was it the music? No, it wasn't the music.
It couldn't have been. I don't know. I don't know. I think they hating for real. All
Is it
right.
because I was talking about house music?
It couldn't have been. I think last time they was about to end me because I said FUB when Shane and them was on here. That I get. But what is it now? I ain't even say it.
Or
Nothing was
maybe I
even
said
said.
something. What did I say?
All right, I'm gonna start off light because I think
Yeah, I can't deal with that either, Marquise.
I got there's all the shit that I have as far as controversial hot takes, and when I say controversial hot takes, we're just gonna ask each other a bunch of questions, a series of questions on controversial topics that our community tends to debate over. I'm gonna start off super light because everything else is
Oh
heavy.
Lord.
I'm gonna simply ask this question: what goes first, the cereal or the milk? What goes in the bowl first, the cereal or the milk?
Denisha,
That's a good controversial one.
all right, friend, because honestly, I hope I'm not gonna all right, we listen and we don't judge. We gotta make that the norm because I am hoping to God that you
That
do
we
the
got the
same thing that I do.
uh-huh.
Okay, so first it's
Uh-huh.
cereal.
Hmm.
Pour milk over.
I would have to agree with you.
Because why would you pour it the other way?
The reason I brought it up was because literally while I was looking for topics, somebody said, "What
Didi,
goes
can
for
you hear that
cereal?"
man in the other room?
Yes. A little.
Mark, Reginald.
Yeah, I heard somebody. I came across a video, and that question was asked, and the girl said the milk, obviously, and I was like, the milk, obviously. Who puts the milk in first? Like the
Yeah, who
thing
does
is,
that?
how
Baby, how do you put cereal in the bowl?
No, they wasn't even white. That was a black lady. That was a black girl that said that.
Like, how do you prepare your bowl of cereal? Okay, all right. You safe for another day,
Yeah,
my love.
look, when that black girl said the milk first, obviously,
Exactly.
I'm like, why the milk? Because I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
you gotta fill the bowl up with the cereal first, because you're not drinking milk and adding cereal. You're eating cereal and adding milk. So
Right.
that's why the cereal goes first. Why would you ever want to put the milk first? Because you're not getting as much cereal as possible if you're putting the milk in. Look, we all on the same page, but apparently there are people out there who are putting the milk in the bowl first. So I just wanted to know.
Reggie just made a valid point. Did you hear what he said?
No.
He was like the only he says two reasons why somebody would do that. The first time he was like, only time you do that is if you refilling. Like that's the only time that milk should be there
Yeah,
first.
uh-huh.
Cereal is absolutely soup. It's cold soup. But
I
I
wouldn't call it. I
did.
wouldn't call it
I
soup.
said it. I would
Yeah,
say
I
that
wouldn't
it's
call it.
cold soup. It's cold soup. Oh, but the second thing that he said was that the only time a niggas might have milk in the bowl first is if they trying to ration cereal. Or
Maybe
man ration, they rationed it something. Something. I only got enough of this. So you're gonna
something.
get this much cereal and put this in there first, and then you can't
Yeah,
overcrowd it with
I
the
think I've
cereal.
done that
Yeah.
before, but to have that be your normal
Ridiculous.
practice doesn't. It makes no sense. I'm trying to figure out why are you doing that.
Why? That
I don't know.
is logic has
And we
escaped it.
will never know because we don't have any comments and we all do the same thing. I really want to
I
know what
cannot
is the
remember my
purpose. I
passwords
need
in my
somebody to
computer.
explain to me what their purpose is. But all right, so that's my first. Did you have one?
Um, which kind of hot sauce do you like?
My favorite is Crystal.
Okay.
My favorite is Crystal, but I have just now been introduced to Cholula. I like that one, and I like the I can only find it in Baltimore. What the hell is the name of it? The Old Bay hot sauce. For some reason, the Old Bay hot sauce tastes amazing to me on fried fish. So every
I ain't
time I
never had
make
it on fried fish. Maybe I need to try it on fried fish.
every time I have it on fried fish, I reach for the Old Bay hot sauce. So yep, that's my favorite Crystal. Share your take on this classic
What the?
debate. How do I do that? I want to do that. What's your favorite? She was home. Monkey said I was homesick when I bought it. I
What?
probably when I bought when I bought the Old Bay hot sauce.
Had to be.
Yeah, I was. To the point that I've never even gotten rid of it. I know I bought it a long ass time ago. They just started selling stuff that they sell in Baltimore here, like the chips that we have, like the North Carolina chips, the Old Bay chips. Not salt and vinegar, the pepper. I think they just started selling those here. The hot peppers that you get from like the cheesesteak places, they just started selling here. So they are trying to, I don't know, increase their variety of what they sell in the markets. It's too little, too late though. I don't even care no more. But I did find it that those hot peppers definitely came in handy when I was making cheesesteaks. So I was very excited about that. Wow, what's your favorite hot sauce? We definitely gone in
It's
10 days. Woo! I can't even like that comment. Can I like that comment? No, I cannot.
is Crystal the one that got the black and the blue and white
Crystal has the green
with the
top.
red top?
Yeah, with
Or the
the
green
sticker.
top? Green top?
The sticker is blue and white, and the top is green.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like
But I
that's
do
what we
like
sell.
stealing Tabasco sauce from Chipotle as well. I
Tabasco
do
sauce is
enjoy
not
that.
bad. The one I don't like is Texas Pete. I don't really like Texas Pete at all. I keep looking over because I'm literally looking at my dining room table because I got a bunch of hot sauces over there. I don't like whatever I just said. Louisiana. I can't remember what the Louisiana one looked like. And I do buy like the what is it,
Do you
Frank's
put
Red
yours in the
Hot?
freezer? Do you put yours in the refrigerator?
Nope.
Or do you put it in the cabinet?
I leave it on the table. I got this little spinner thing in the middle of the
Uh-huh.
center of the dining room table. Yeah, it stays out.
I appreciate that because I too am not. Well, no, I like my hot sauce in the refrigerator. I
Yeah, I
do.
don't like cold hot sauce
I like cold hot
because
sauce.
like if I heat my food up and I'm ready to put hot
Mm-hmm.
sauce on, or even if I eat food right out the pan or whatever, I want the hot sauce to be room temperature. I don't want it to be cold. So yeah, I'll leave it out.
I like mine to be cold so that it'll heat the heat of the food won't be as high.
So it cool down.
So I got
That's not
because
that's
I
not
wanna
bad.
sometimes.
All right. Let's see. Because everything I got from now on is a little heavy. Let's ask this one.
Oh Lord.
Can a partner grieve the death of an ex? Can your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, are they allowed to grieve the death of an ex?
I'm not, you know why I'm laughing. I I think it takes a strain. First of all, I'm not going to. A lot of factors come into play. Level of closeness,
Technically, yes. Yes. Do you have a choice? That's what I'm
time
asking for you.
y'all have known each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm talking about the level of upset you get versus like if it's don't do too much. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like if you knew her 2 years, y'all had some great times together. Maybe went to Six Flags and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oops and stuff like that. You know, y'all was cool. Y'all was real cool. Y'all loved each other. Y'all ain't had no kids. Y'all ain't
Mm-hmm.
talk about spending the rest of your lives together and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you wailing about her on her birthday every year for 4 years, I'm a you're not gonna get a fifth. You are not getting a fifth. I'm not gonna let you know. I'm not gonna hold you.
So,
But like I would expect for someone to, grieve. You can grieve. It's just
mhm.
deal with it. Deal with the grief.
Yeah.
Deal with it. And then it really depends on the kind of grief because are we talking about relationship grief? Are we talking about friend grief? Are we talking about sibling grief? Like I feel like you should help. It's
Well, definitely not
grief is a
sibling grief.
weird process. So it's like it's weird that you mentioned this, Dee. Not weird that you mentioned this. It's
Yeah.
it's
So.
interesting. So let me get into it. I got to
Uh-huh.
share too today. So yesterday, I didn't get to have therapy today. So if I cry, I'm sorry.
No.
So yesterday was Mother's Day, and
Mm-hmm.
how Mother's Day is not the easiest day for me. So I
Mm-hmm.
did pretty good yesterday, up until damn near the end.
Mm.
And hey, baby, got some headphones? Yes.
Yes. Grieving should definitely be a natural process. I'm gonna get to my opinion in a second.
Oh yeah, yesterday, I was, grieving,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really know how to express it that well. So,
Okay.
it depends. It depends on how you deal with grief because it's a strange process.
Mm-hmm. It
I
is.
feel like you should have to not you shouldn't have to communicate, but if you communicate well,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fine. But
Right.
some people can't communicate well. Some people don't feel safe enough to share their grief. Some people don't necessarily, you know,
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
Right.
I feel like if you know that you are grieving real bad, you shouldn't you should take time to yourself. People don't take enough time to themselves. But I don't know. I can't speak to everybody's grieving process. I can only speak for mine.
Right. So the simple answer, I'm gonna answer the question as well. My simple answer is yes. But I'm only talking about a previous relationship. I'm not talking about grieving parents, siblings, any person that you were related to, a friend with, or I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about a person that you actually previously dated
Oh
exclusively.
yeah.
That's the only
Yeah, you
thing I'm
gotta wrap
talking.
that up at that certain number of years. I ain't gonna hold you.
My short answer is yes, but I do agree with you. It does depend on the level, because I guess if you only dated the person for 3 months, then to grieve
Mm-hmm.
excessively says something. But you got to think of like situations where like this is my child's mother or this is my child's father.
Mm-hmm.
Not only if I had a close relationship with them, I'm not
Yeah.
only grieving them for me, I'm also grieving them for my child, and it's
Yeah.
much. It's a much bigger impact for my child, because even though I was cool with this person after our relationship ended, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean as much to me as it will mean for my child never having this parent again.
Yeah. I
So
feel
I
like
think it's
if you love somebody, if you want to invest in a person, you should do everything that you can to make sure that you are just there for them in that grieving process. I think that things like that could be forever. Shoot, you're gonna have so many milestones where you're gonna think about that person. You might get sad. Like
hey Nisha.
find a way to at least honor that person with the other person. I don't feel like that's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, no, I can't deal with that. Because it's like, are you
So
competing with the ghosts? Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna grieve every day. They might grieve some
right.
days, but you can get most of the
So
days.
Marquise, I don't know if that question was for me, but I am gonna answer it. So I see what you're getting at. I guess it's a little weird. It is a little weird. That's why my immediate answer is no, it's not right to
No,
judge somebody
absolutely
for
not.
that, because I can't control my grief at the end of the day. And to answer his question, as a person that grieved before, do I feel like I'm able to control it? Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
So my father passed in 20, wait a minute, 2010. My father passed 2010. And I spent probably it issues. He spent 30 days out, literally
Oh,
30 passed. So he it might have been 31 days. I do believe that he checked into the hospital October 1st of that year. He passed away on October 31st. My birthday is October 30th. So it was I'm just glad it wasn't on the day, if I'm going to be honest. But I could not go into a hospital or an emergency room or anything for at least, I want to say, 2 years after that. So I definitely could not control it. And it seemed like everybody was sick after my father passed. Like after my father
mm-hmm.
passed, Marquise had an aunt that got sick, so I ended up in the hospital. Couldn't take it. Like I had to leave. I had a breakdown. And there was another time, I think his grandmother was having surgery, was in the hospital again. I broke down again. I had to leave the room, and she ended up getting moved to her own room. I had to go into the bathroom of her room and break down. It was I couldn't go into a hospital for a long time. And then literally just 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I had a breakdown listening to a song. I don't even remember what the song was. Started thinking about my father and broke down. So you absolutely cannot control grief.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my immediate answer is no. Like, for you to judge somebody who's going through a grieving process, I don't think you would fully understand what somebody means to another person,
Mm-hmm.
and to judge them immediately. And I'm not talking about 5 years and 10 years and whatever the case. Like, unless it is your child's father, because your child is going to grieve this parent
Yeah.
forever. But if it's somebody who you don't have a real connection with, 5 years later, 10 years later, okay, it's a different conversation. But to immediately judge them, oh, I heard about this person passing, now I'm crying, I'm breaking down, you immediately judge me for that, I think is crazy. I think it's a bit much. Simple answer.
Judgment is crazy. Judgment is crazy, but at the same time, I think it's fair to ask the question, do you feel like you need time to yourself to grieve? There's
That's a
levels
fair
of
question.
grief. Like,
That's a fair question.
what level of grief are you at? Because if you're still at the part where you haven't learned how to function in a relationship again, don't call me. That's with any kind of
Yeah.
grief, whether it's a grief of a death or a grief of you just haven't gotten over a relationship. No, you need to take some time to get some healing. I'm not saying being
Mhm.
fully healed. There may be days when you think about somebody and it messes you up. But I'm talking
Mhm.
about the part where you
You're
still
stuck on that person.
hysterical and
Mhm. What just happened?
grieving
Oh,
does happen. And I feel like
right.
sometimes stuff hits you. If I'm around
Mhm.
somebody and something hits up, let's say the scenario is I'm dating somebody and their ex died
Mhm.
years ago. I am not gonna be like, oh, if you're not wailing and looking crazy. If it's a certain level where I'm like, I don't know how to handle this, I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna be like, I don't know how to handle this, I'm gonna leave the room. Now I'm not gonna be like, I don't want to deal with you no more. Because sometimes stuff really hits you hard. But if it
Mhm.
happens all the time, I'm like, all right, well, why are you still like I don't want to deal with that. I don't be no harm.
Yeah. Monkey sister, but I still maintain that I don't think what you've seen so far has been close enough.
I too have a weird relationship with death.
I don't think you've been. I don't think you've been close enough to the people who've passed so far. That's what I personally think it is. And you can't. It sounds weird to say we'll have to see. 'Cause that's just crazy. But yeah, I think that's more so what it is than anything.
Yeah. But
And
like
no
if
problem.
I would feel weird if I'm dating somebody and months go along. I just so happen to see him one day and he is completely different, sad, whatever the case may be, and he crying, talking about his ex been that he died. And mind you, she been dead, or
Hmm.
she ain't been dead, or she just died. Let's say she died 3 months ago, but we
Right.
just started dating 2 months ago. I'm gonna look at
Mm.
you like you crazy, because what do you
He
mean?
probably needs some time. Yeah, he
You're
you
about to
probably
get
need
me
some time.
haunted.
All right, that was
No, like
fun.
what?
All right,
No.
what's your next one?
D.
Hmm.
I got one for you. Do you feel like at the age we're at that people should tell people when they don't want to be friends with them anymore, or they could just let it go?
I think I think either works. I think it's okay to just let it go. I Like I said, either works. If you are the type of person you're not too much worried about, hey, just calling you to let you know this relationship has grown apart. We're not good friends anymore. Let's just keep it that way. I don't think that's necessary. If you're the type of person who feel like you need to do that, that's fine. But if the friendship has slowly dwindled and y'all don't communicate
Hmm.
anyway, and it's never a
Yeah.
point where you ever
I think
really
that's weird
communicate
to
like
just
that
send a
again,
2 weeks notice. It's
yeah,
strange.
like I don't talk to you anyway. So it's like I think it kind of low key is something both parties feel. And it doesn't need to necessarily be a sit down moment where we have to discuss it. You can feel it. So no, I think either works, but I don't think it's a necessity, no. Girl, you know we're not cool like that no more. You can
Marquis said, Marquis said it depends on the severity of the disrespect. Some things don't have to be explained, LOL. And D
that
said both, it depends on what happened. I cut most of my fam off and didn't explain. Hands up
yeah.
emoji.
Yeah. And then, sometimes friendships just grow apart too. Sometimes it's not always like a disrespect thing. Sometimes it's not always a thing that happened that
Mm-hmm.
caused you to distance yourself from a person. Sometimes it just happens organically over time
Mm-hmm.
for any reason. We grow up, we become different people. So I guess I'm talking solely about the friendships where there was no real thing that happened to
Yeah.
make you grow away from the person. I definitely don't think it's necessary for you to call them up like, "Hey, we're not cool like we used to be." So just letting you know, making sure we're on that same page. Yeah, it's not necessary. But as far as somebody definitely disrespecting you, like nigga, you know I don't fuck with you. Ain't no need to
Yeah.
call you to say, "Oh, you fucked over me." I'm just letting you know I'm
Hmm.
never gonna talk to you again, nigga. You know I'm never gonna talk to your ass again. So
Now,
yeah,
me personally,
yeah,
when
that's
it
true too.
comes to the you fucked over me,
Mm-hmm.
now you're gonna have to hear some words about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but because sometimes I really need you to know you's a bitch ass nigga. Oh,
Uh huh.
damn. Sorry, TikTok. You a band. You a
Mm-hmm.
real band,
Okay.
and
That's true too. Like you said, sometimes the thing that made y'all friends not a thing anymore. That's absolutely true. That's true.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
losing a work friend, yo. I feel like my all right. So my bestie, my ex work bestie, I feel like he texted me today though to ask me if I was coming to graduation, but I feel like he has definitely nipped and tucked me after I stopped working at the job, and it makes me so sad because we were so close. And I don't know, it hurts my feelings, but it is what it is. I said I wanted to throw a party for all my old work friends that I liked. I like
Mm-hmm.
people I used to work with. I work with some cool people. If I'll ever do that party, I don't know. But
Yeah, I'm definitely the type. If I don't has it, I'm trying to think if I've changed that since I got older. No. If I if I don't fuck with somebody anymore, yeah, I don't have a conversation. I don't call to say, "Hey, these are all the reasons why I no longer fuck
hmm
with you." I just don't. That's just what I do. Cause I feel like what Marquise was saying, like you disrespected me. You know what's wrong. I shouldn't have to call you to say, "Hey, I'm going to run down the list of what you did to me." You know exactly what you did to me. You know why we don't talk. You know why we don't communicate. I ain't even got time to waste my energy on it. I usually just cut it off and let it be. Send them that one Big Sean song. Which one? Yeah, that'd be crazy when
yeah,
people act
that one Big
like
Sean song.
they don't know why you don't deal with them no more.
hmm
You know that part don't drive me crazy. The part that drives me crazy is when you go telling everybody else that you don't know why we don't talk.
hmm
That's the part that bothers me. Because one thing about me, I don't care what anybody has to say about me. Just tell the truth. If it's something I
hmm
actually did and you telling everybody I did it, cool. I gotta take it. I gotta take the hit on that if I actually fuck something up. But don't go around telling nobody no lies on me. Tell people what actually happened. And it bothers
hmm
me when people try to
People
change the
not gonna tell what
narrative.
actually happened because people gonna see what
Well, I
well,
don't forget you. I forget that
the
song.
truth goes to whoever is in the room.
Man,
Unfortunately.
yeah, that's crazy. And then I don't know. I'm the type. If I know I did something wrong, I'm sorry. These are the things I did wrong. These are the problems I had with them. But these are the things they did wrong. I'm not gonna leave out my part for how I could have fucked the situation up. I don't like that
hmm
people do that. Like, just say what's real. If you the person who fucked the relationship up, say that.
Just
Don't try
say
to put it
that.
on me. Don't
Just
be
say it
around
because it was
telling
you.
lies on me because you
It was
know
you,
what
friend. Why
happened.
you do that?
Yeah, it's crazy. Just
But the thing
definitely.
is, people don't even be knowing that they be the reason. They be the indignant ones. They done did stuff to you over and over and over. They get upset about something, and they don't never realize all the stuff that you did. But then you do something back, and it was, oh, I'm the victim. No, friend, I should have
Right.
cussed you out years ago. I was showing you
Mhm.
grace. I
Okay,
got
we
one,
will
Didi.
say. Okay, good. I was about to say. I'm gonna just say this. I know he's having a couple technical difficulties. It is 10. I guess maybe about 10:15. We'll get into some quick wait one black ass minutes, but we haven't been on this too long. But you go ahead. I was made out to be horrible.
Mm-hmm. D says I was made out to be horrible, but they begging for a horrible person back, and
Uh-huh.
that's how it
That's
be.
how
This
that's
face
how it
emoji
is.
every
That's how
time.
it is. Mm-hmm.
I got one for you, Didi.
Okay.
This one is a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that last one my question?
You asked the last question.
You go
You
to
want
the
me
next
to?
one. I got one for you after that, though. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it wrong? And I'm talking for any relationship, whether you've been together 6 months or 10 years. Is it wrong for your partner to ask for a DNA test?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I absolutely think people should do it
Automatically?
um automatically, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Depending on the level of your relationship. I feel like, yeah, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So
this is your proof that this is your child.
I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of my personal on this. My answer today, as a 35-year-old woman, is no. It's not wrong to ask, but I'm gonna tell you, when I was 25 and pregnant with my daughter, I felt the way about that. And I think it was just an immature state of mind because I most definitely felt like at that time, if this is supposed to be a secure relationship, why would that be something that you need from me? And it
Mm.
wasn't the acts of my partner. It was mentioned by family members, And I put an attitude about it because I'm like, why the fuck would he
Oh, if
need
my
that?
partner wants to know, sure, the family, mind your motherfucking business. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to get out my coochie.
I definitely felt the
What you
way
need
because
to
I'm
do? Like
like,
what?
why would that be something that we would even discuss? Because this is a secure relationship. Like I said, my
Yeah.
partner Marquise never asked me for that. I don't know if he ever wanted to, but now 10 years later, as a 35-year-old woman, I definitely feel that it is an okay question to ask. I do on the other side also get the frustration around being asked that of like somebody you're
Mm-hmm.
married to or somebody you've been in a relationship for a long time. I get the frustration, but that does not negate that
Yeah.
we know that you are the mother. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know for sure if he the father though. You got to
And to
think
be
about it.
honest, I think about it from the family side too,
Right.
because
Yeah,
being
think about it.
objective. Being
Yeah.
objective, this baby gonna be around us, eating up my
Yeah.
Lunchables at the house, drinking up my Capri Suns, building bonds with my kids, peeing on
Yeah.
my kids' um,
Uh,
bunk beds and shit like that for years, fighting with them. Like they gonna be family. So if they're gonna be around my kids, I would like to know if this is indeed my biological relative. Now,
right.
if we build a bond with that kid,
Uh-huh.
I seen a video one time where the man was mad because
It does
um
something lines. You're correct.
the man was mad, and I don't feel like he was wrong in his feelings. The man was mad because the little girl that he found out was not his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
His sister still invited the little girl to her daughter's birthday.
Yeah, he should have been mad.
He got upset about that. He was right. He was right because why wouldn't you tell me in advance?
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, it's like my daughter has built a bond with this little girl. Why would you make like I feel bad for him. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
she a child, they'll get over it. Nah, he was right for that. She's a child,
Yeah.
they'll get over that relationship. That's we don't even gotta
Right.
tell them what happened until they grown.
Um.
Like
So, would you
what
ask
I
for?
asked for
I would
what I
not.
asked for my son as a my grandmother had to ask that question because my uncle definitely had him an illegitimate. He is still
Um.
my cousin. We are still cousins to this day. I mean, but that's not his biological son. We knew because he light skinned with like blue eyes. So,
So I
but
want to respond to what you were saying, Anita. I want to answer Marky's question in a second. Well, I guess I'll answer this now because it's quick. No, I would not ask for my son, but I would encourage him to ask because it's not my business. The way I feel
mhm.
about it is, I'm never going to enter any relationship that my child has. I'm not about to be all up in between y'all, up in your business. I'm not going to go ask any questions for you. Would I encourage you to ask? Absolutely. But I'm not going to go to your baby mother and say, hey, you need to give my son the DNA test. It's not my business. But I definitely will let my
Yeah, that
son
I'm
know,
not doing.
hey, this is the proper thing for you to do because we know that that's her child. Let's make sure it's yours. I absolutely would
It
encourage
wouldn't.
that.
I wouldn't be the
But
well. If this we need to find out if this my son, baby. Girl.
Yeah. He talking about shit. I'm
Girl.
all of my daughter shit. Yeah, I'm not. I don't see myself being the type of mother who all
Well,
of in your business, but I will encourage you
no
to
shade,
be
Marquise, and I know this is a double standard. I know this is a double standard, but you would need to be all up in your daughter shit because why wouldn't you know who your baby's daddy is? You feel
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
not your daughter particularly, but in a daughter. I feel like I understand the
Yeah,
father wanting
because
to.
we know it's your child, and I definitely would tell her like, hey, make sure you let that man get a DNA test because
Yeah,
he deserves one. Let's make sure that he is secure and knowing that this is his child because we know it's yours. So
yeah.
let's Troy come on and get make sure that goddamn DNA test.
Not sure.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, to respond to what you were saying, the way I feel about it is this: when you get to a point where you have found out that the child that you thought was yours for however many years, months, whatever it is not yours, whatever reaction you have to that, I think is okay. I'm okay with you feeling
Boo.
like I'm okay with you feeling like I'm gonna now disconnect myself from that relationship. I'm okay with you feeling like, okay, well, I'm still gonna be in his or her life. Whatever reaction that you have as the person who has been wronged in the situation, I
Hmm.
support. But if you are
You
a
reserve that
person
right, yeah.
outside of that, if you are a grandmother or a sister or an uncle or whatever the case, you need to let me know ahead of time
Yeah.
whether or not you're going to interact with this child. Because
Hmm.
let's keep it real. The same way that you had a relationship with this child thinking that you were
I
their
also had a
father,
relationship.
I also had a relationship. But you still need to make the person who was once known as this child's father aware
Hmm.
of you continuing this relationship. To completely bypass him and say, well, fuck you because I already had a relationship and I've been this
That's
child's
crazy.
grandmother for whatever. I think that's disrespectful. That's very
Hmm.
disrespectful. And if he don't want to talk to you after the fact, that's something you did. But it's definitely not fair for you to now bypass your own child or your own relative to
Hmm.
say, well, I already have a relationship with this person and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how that should work. You need to keep me informed.
Yeah,
Uh-uh. But I get that
because that's
you're attached.
nonsense.
I get the attachment. And you know what I will say to you? There's not enough judgment for me on the part of the woman who has bamboozled this gentleman and his entire family for I don't know how many years, and I don't really care about the excuses of, well, I didn't know who the father was. You should have checked. If you
You should
knew
have.
you was around here busting it open for the
You should
entire
have checked.
neighborhood, you should have said, hey, just
Hmm.
letting you know, I was out here. I was out here a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and
If you
give
know
you
that you had more than one partner at the time that you was about to conceive, you
right.
should absolutely like. It's a tough conversation to have. Now that is a very tough
Very
conversation
tough.
to have. I will say that that is a tough. Maybe put it on a PowerPoint.
Put it on something.
Maybe do a Suno.
Send me
Do
a
a Suno
telegram.
song because if you put it on a song, if you anything you put on a song might make it better. Because Usher did it. Usher
Yeah.
did it and got a platinum, multi-plat diamond album, didn't he? So I'm just, you might want to sing
Uh-huh.
some lyrics or something to get it out because
Uh-huh.
you gotta say something, sister.
You gotta say something. It's gonna be hard for you, but
Hey, you don't know. Hey, it's not right that you didn't know if the baby was Dion's or Marcus, so you named the baby Demarcus. That's not okay.
yeah, that's not okay at all.
It's not acceptable, sister. Figure it out. How long do you feel like you could be somebody's friend when they addicted?
I think as long as they are not, let me think about this for a second.
Doesn't make a difference what they addicted to.
I think that it does make a difference. I think that if their addiction is not impeding on your physical, mental, or anything like that, it's okay to be a friend. I think when their addiction starts to affect you, affect your life,
Mm-hmm.
I think that you should go ahead and try to cut that friendship off. But you also can't tell a person how long to grieve a situation, because that's also a part of grief too. Because if I watch you
Mm-hmm.
go through an addiction, and even if you're not doing anything to cause me harm, I'm watching you constantly cause yourself harm, and that also harms me. So for a person to at some point want to cut that off, I think that's okay as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
my mental health is also not good watching you, tear yourself apart. So I don't think there's an answer really. I think it's really just dependent upon the person. It depends on
Mm-hmm.
on the relationship of the person. Because I also don't judge you if you cut the person off. Because like, come on now, how long am I supposed to deal with this addiction? Whatever it is, whether it be a drug addiction, a alcohol addiction, or even I don't know, any type of addiction. If I'm
I
watching
can't
you
be
lose
around
your
somebody
mind,
who get real bad, sloppy, drunk, and be wanting to fight and stuff like that. I can't. I can't do
yeah,
that. I
that's
can't
too
be
much.
around nobody who gets verbally abusive when they
Yeah.
drink. I can't be around none of that type of stuff. I don't mean no harm. So I just can't imagine. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't want to be nobody's friend. I would never. I just pray that none of my friends would ever fall into addiction, and I
Yeah,
pray that I would be able to catch it, or not at least catch it, but like try to
yeah,
help them as much as I can in the beginning. Like, hey, friend, I see you going through something.
hmm,
Maybe we should see about.
yeah,
Let's talk to the lady about it.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
talk to the folks in the white coats and see if they can
yeah.
help you out for a little bit. Because I really want you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, and I don't want this thing to hold you down. I would want to try to help my friend out as much as I could. But if we get to a space where you get to stealing and lying and involving me in some criminal activity, I
Yeah.
got to,
Maki said
I got to.
a friend. Are we talking about a friend? I think we were, but I mean, drug addiction it can affect your. It could be a sibling, it could be a parent, it could be a child.
I'm
It
talking
does
solely a friend. I'm
a
talking
friend.
only
Yeah,
about a
yeah,
friend.
we were talking friend. When we're talking family, I know it's harder, it's trickier because you're related to this person and you want
Mm-hmm.
to, you love them and you want them to get right and you want to make sure they're okay. But I still
Oh,
don't
he
judge
said
a
that was a
person.
rhetorical question.
Oh, okay. Well, forget it then. Forget it. Well, I was about to say,
But no, you was
yeah.
right though. You was. I don't know. I just
Let me
that's a
say
tough.
this. I've I think I mean we grew up in the 90s. I think we all have some family member who was either at one point addicted to drugs or alcohol or still is. I had a family member who was addicted to drugs. We still have relations with her because she was never the type to like come over and steal and stuff like that. It was just
Mm-hmm.
kind of one of those things where the family was just used to it. Like we weren't like going out of our way to get her help or nothing like that. Like she ended up having to do
Mm-hmm.
that on her own because there had been several times as I was growing up that people were trying to get her into treatment centers and it just didn't work out. So it then just became like, all right, girl, it's enough is enough. Like if that's what you want to do with your life, you go in and do it.
Yeah.
But we didn't cut her off. Like we still interacted with her. I also had a family member who wasn't addicted to drugs necessarily, but was just in this spiral of bad and negative behavior that for me I had to personally cut off because
Yeah.
I didn't approve of it. So I don't know. I mean, addiction is one thing, but sometimes you do have those family members that are not necessarily addicted to things, but they just can't get right. And a certain amount of can't get right just don't sit well with me. So I be having to wash my hands
You
of it.
you know what I can't do, D?
Well,
I can't have no friends that be doing a whole bunch of cheating. Like a whole bunch of cheating. I can't be friends with you. I
I,
cannot. I
I
can't be
think
friends with you that's doing a whole bunch of cheating.
I think I could. I think I could. Let's see, doing a whole bunch of cheating.
I can't do it. Because if we going on a girls trip and you
Oh, you talking
trying to meet up with Pepe and you end up
about?
with us getting napped. We've been napped because you was trying to get with Pepe. I cannot. I don't want your friendship. I don't want your friendship. I see what you're doing when we in the States. So if I see how you moving when we in the States and we going out the States and you acting reckless, I cannot do no stuff like that. So I can't be friends with you in the States.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
say
be friends
this.
with you in the States.
Nisha, first, I want to know what you're talking about. You said Granny not here, he would be cussing. What part would he be cussing at? I don't know if I would care too much about a friend who's doing excessive cheating, but what I will say is this: if you're doing excessive cheating and you're gonna call me to help
Don't
you
call
lie
me.
from you,
I'm not helping
and
you
your
lie.
lie is gonna be dangerous, I'm not doing it. I am not the friend that you can call to say, "Hey, just tell him I was with
Mm-mm.
you." Depending on the situation, I'm not doing it.
I'm not. All
I'm
right, this is why
not
I'm not gonna do it. This is why I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I am gonna be the one that gets you caught up. Because I'm gonna make it an elaborate story. I'm gonna take it too far.
doing it.
I'm gonna get real deep into it to the
Oh, the
point
nigga.
where you're like, all right, bitch,
Oh,
I'm gonna call you back later. Now you about to get your head knocked between the washer and dryer.
right,
Or
right,
because
right.
I've been told this fantastical story because I love making stuff up.
Yeah,
Not that I'm a
yeah.
liar, but I love being able to be theatrical, and you didn't gave me the opportunity to be on stage. Now I gotta act, and that's on you for even
Yeah,
putting me on
okay.
that platform in the first place. So I don't want no friends that be doing no bunch of stuff like that. That now, Nisha said, "I'm rocking
Yeah,
with you if you cheating back. What's good for the goose? Dot dot dot. Ellipse. Now me, myself, I'm not rocking with you then either because why you ain't just leave? We don't got time for revenge. Get out of there. Go ahead because you don't want to be with him no more. Why are you still over there anyway? Why are you still over there anyway?
yeah,
Now you
that's
got to work twice. Why would you? Because the math don't make sense to me. The math don't make sense to me. So this one ding ding did you wrong. You don't
mm-hmm.
leave that ding ding. You stay with that ding ding and get you another ding ding. Now you got to work two ding dings. I don't want to work two ding dings.
You're right.
That's too much.
I don't know
That's
if
too much.
it's not off topic, but I do want to respond to Nisha. I honestly completely forgot. So the same aunt that I was talking about, that so I want to say this, y'all. I have 5 siblings. And relationships are very different for each individual person. That is my relationship that I had with this particular family member. It was not the same relationship that my siblings had with her. She was a very abusive person before I came into the picture. And it did not only include her children, it sometimes creeped out into my mother's children experiencing abuse from this
That's all
family
I can call it,
member.
Bucky.
Yeah, so let me say that was my relationship with her. By the time I was born, I didn't have, I did not fall victim to her. Fortunate for me, but not so fortunate for my siblings. So yes, I do have to mention that because girl, you definitely be like, man, listen, you were supposed to stay with me. I'm looking at Nisha comment. That's
Oh.
funny.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me say that. All right, because of this 1031,
Wait. For the sake of Nisha, Nisha, I'm gonna read that comment again, and I'm gonna go ahead and give her the quote that goes along with that. Okay,
okay.
it's from what I also call a Negro spiritual. It
Ding ding
says,
happy.
"Listen, as a military wife, there are reasons to stay for a bit." Laughing emoji, and to that I say, get that head, get that bread, and leave.
That is funny. Oh, that is
Yeah,
funny. All right, y'all. So we
we doing
must
our one
at this
black ass minute.
yes, we must at this point wait one black ass minute. I don't think I have a lot, so maybe we'll be able to get back into a couple more questions.
I just got one.
Okay, let's just do one. I don't mind doing
No, I got one. You do
one.
as many as you need. I just
No,
got one.
yeah, I might just do one too. But yeah, you go ahead.
I got two. I lied. I got two.
Okay.
My one might be one of yours, so you go first.
Let me see which one I want to use. Lord Jesus, both of these are so sad. I be trying to find some cool weight one black ass minutes for y'all, but Lord, let's do this
Oh,
one. Cause I think the other questions I have are a little heavy, so I'll do this. I am happy that Officer Ashley Gonzalez was fired from her job. Did you hear about Ashley Gonzalez?
No, I'd like for you to tell me about Ashley Gonzalez.
I think she was an officer in Texas. So she went onto her personal TikTok page and went on
Mm-hmm.
a rant about how she don't like black people.
Oh,
And
I
she
did hear about
loves,
Ashley.
yeah, she loves saying the N word
Ashley.
all the time. She said to her
Ashley.
coworkers when she arrests black suspects, she says it to them. She treats them different. Blah blah blah. And I guess her dumb ass didn't think that it was going to do
Mm-hmm.
numbers the way it did. And at
Right.
first, they were saying that they were going to suspend her or whatever. But then I think us black people came together and was like, no, the fuck you not. You better get her out of there. So they
She better not
rescinded,
ever be able to be a crossing guard.
right. They rescinded
Cause she
that
gonna let the kids get hit by the bus.
they rescinded that suspension and she was fired. Now this happened. I should have mentioned it last week. I think it happened 2-3 weeks ago. So she has been fired, and that makes me very happy.
Oh, I
While
did see
I
that.
say that though, I do also want to mention that as black people, we need to realize that we have a lot of power and when we come together to get shit done. Because you got to think about
Mm-hmm.
shit like Ashley Gonzalez. We wasn't having it. We was all over social media saying you need to fire her. She finally got fired. You got to think a lot about like Mr. Tendenism, the way black people was advocating for Mr. Tendenism. And I don't know this guy's name, but some celebrity ended up paying for a restaurant for him, buying a building for him so he could
Mm-hmm.
practice his own thing. And then you got the white dude now trying to convince us that it don't gotta be tender. The meat don't gotta be tender.
That
It just
meat
gotta be
looks
shiny.
terrible.
It gotta be shiny. And oh Lord, I wish I could
Them
think of the
ribs look
other
like
thing.
ostrich elbow. I was like,
Man,
mm-mm.
I wish I could think of the other thing that it was like a bunch of us was coming together and speaking on it, and then oh Lord, I can't think of what it was. All I want to say is this: we really need to realize that yeah, when we come together, we can make shit shake. We can make some moves out here when we start to come together
Mm-hmm.
as a whole and speak up because shit be moving, y'all. I want to say that. That's gonna be my only wait one black ass moment. I just
So there's a
Wally
I
B said
cannot
I just
speak
was crazy.
I can't speak on this topic very fluently, so do the research on your own by all means. I'm not a journalist, I'm not a historian. I am a teacher, but I teach children and I teach stuff that they tell us to teach with a little bit of black context
Yeah.
so that the
Mhm.
children are not indoctrinated. However, there's a lot of gerrymandering going on. Like y'all see all of these different states that are like kind of snatching black votes. Essentially, that's what they're doing. With the
Mhm.
redistricting, giving different districts the amount of power. I don't
I know
like
what
it.
you mean. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. It's not looking very good. Of course, uh, I don't want to live in this country no more. I wish I had the money to get the hell up out of here, but I don't like us not being able to have our votes either.
Mhm.
And I don't know. We got to pay attention to what's going on. We got
Yeah,
to
we
pay
do.
more attention as a people to what's going on, including myself. I be watching the news now, girl. I ain't never used to do that. I be wanting to not, but Reggie
That's
be
some
watching the
adult shit.
news.
That's some
So he
adult
makes
shit.
me
You need to
watch it.
watch the news and paying attention to politics. That's some adult shit for real.
So I got another one. You got another one?
No, I ain't gonna do no more tonight. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they overturned the voters. Wait, Marquise, talk a little bit more about that, please. I wish you could come on.
I would sound like a conspiracy theorist. Girl, no, you
I
right.
too am a conspiracy. It's not really a conspiracy if
No,
it's
some
proven
real shit.
fact.
Yes,
It's not
they
a conspiracy if it's proven fact. Like history repeats itself. We know how they trying to do. But my whole thing is, can we get the fuck up out of here? I don't know if y'all follow Richie Fontaine, but I follow Richie Fontaine, and I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. Now I'm not trying to do like a Nature Boy situation. I hope that he would never be on some Nature Boy stuff. I don't think that he would. He seems like he's a really upstanding fellow, but I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. I don't want to stay here no more. I want to move. I don't want to be
You
here.
know, what I no longer bark at is the idea of let's go back to segregation. Like, can we go ahead and
I
just
do not bark at that.
separate ourselves? Like, can we go ahead
I
and
don't
give black
bark at it.
people this side of the country and let white people have that part? I no longer bark at that idea because it's seeming like there will never be a time where
I don't
y'all will
know.
see us as
Follow him,
equal.
Marquise, because he talks about now. Y'all know y'all don't want to move back to Africa, but he's talking about Namibia.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't want to do that. The thing is, if we all collectively got up and went together, I wouldn't care. But
Hmm.
traveling as an individual person to another country where they also don't really fuck with us like that,
Why wouldn't we survive?
it's
Oh,
like
they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't survive. Yeah, yeah, we would survive.
yeah,
I think we would do just fine in another country.
no longer bucket segregation. But oh, you
But
have
they
another
wanted. And the thing is, though, the
one?
powers that be wanted integration. They would never go back
Yeah,
to
but
segregation because they want
you
segregation
know,
because they want our dollars.
yes. But the thing is, this though, it's like you want our dollars, but at the same time, you don't want to treat us right. Like that don't even make sense.
I don't want segregation. I want a self-governed system.
Because
Whereas
my thing is
we
like,
don't have to be a part of their America. We could be our own America. We could be African
yeah,
America. I'm
yeah, but
perfectly
I'm
fine with us
like,
being African America.
black
Every
people
hot state.
are
Give us the hot states.
Black American people are a very peaceful people. We really don't be fucking with people who don't fuck with us. Like we don't start shit with people. If you want our dollars, fine. All you have to do is treat us good. Like we would really because we're large consumers. You know what I'm saying? Like we buy a lot of shit. The reason why businesses are able to sustain for the most part are because of black people. So like if you just treat us right, we would be good. Everything would be good. But it's like you want to take our dollars, but then want to
You know what we need to read up
crazy,
more on, DD?
crazy.
We need to read more up on
Yeah, they definitely do.
what these data centers are talking about. And did you hear about this virus? I ain't gonna talk about it because I don't know nothing about it, but I was hearing about it on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
It's a lot of stuff
my
going
people
on.
might know a little
That's
about
not
it.
even the black ass minute. That's a lot of minute. That's
Yeah,
everybody minute. That's a wait a damn minute.
I'm gonna default to Marquise really because he's a nurse.
Yeah, I
So
don't know nothing
if
about
some
it.
shit
I
really
want to
go
learn more about
down,
it.
yeah, if some shit really go down, I think he would know. So I'm just honestly, I don't know if this is weird, but I'm the type of person that sometimes when I really, really don't want something to happen, I try not to speak on it at all because I feel like it's giving energy to a thing. So I'm just gonna try
Mm.
to keep that shit out my mouth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Out my mouth because going through another one of those is
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to have to go through that again. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes and ears off the streets. I don't want
Yeah,
to
because that was a
see no
lot.
evil, hear
That
no
was we
evil,
still
see
ain't
no, see
recovered
no
from that.
evil. And I'ma just if something really go on with it, Marquis will let me know.
Your
I hope
moments were
nothing goes on.
serious. Your moments were serious. Mine is kind of not.
Okay.
Mine is a girl. We was just talking about politics, and this is what you're talking about now, but it kind of relates. So today I watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I
Mhm.
watched a very large portion of Kevin Hart's
I
roast.
haven't watched it yet. I saw clips, but I haven't watched it yet. How was it?
It was a roast,
Okay.
and
And that was it? It wasn't entertaining?
um,
I'm gonna tell you the clip I saw. I saw the clip of Usher singing. I mean, it was true. I know it's supposed to be a roast, but what he was saying in his song, it was facts about Kevin Hart's career, and he was saying his stand up wasn't that funny. I didn't see his stand up, but I had heard that it wasn't that funny. His
I'll just
latest
say
stand up.
this roast. Um, Racially offensive at several times.
Oh,
We're gonna
really?
say that's what roast stands for. Racially offensive at several times. There were some
Oh,
jokes in there that I am a comedian. I do stand up comedy. I not to say that I'm the moral majority on comedy. I'm really not. There's a lot of comedy that I just don't ascribe to. There's some that I do. I thought it was a pretty cool roast for the most part. It was just some jokes I didn't like. There was a George Floyd joke thrown out. I don't think that's funny.
Ooh, who said that one?
I don't think this nigga Tony some shit. I don't fucking know.
I think I know who you're talking about. I know he white, right?
I didn't. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think I know comedian.
I didn't like that. I believe like he one of them guys that be with Joe Rogan and like kill Tony Guy, whatever the case may be. I didn't like that.
Another pandemic. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, he did fire half the people in the CDC. I didn't like that. Cheryl Underwood got up there and did some regulation. She basically, you white motherfuckers gonna get up in here and be fucking respectful. But after they didn't say all the racist shit that they could possibly say out their mouths. It's just like Flavor Flav. I said the same thing about Flavor Flav's roast. It's just unnecessarily racist. And it's like, okay, you decided to do this roast. So they gave you this roast.
Right.
So in exchange for getting your funny AF show off, you had to do this roast. Was that the exchange? Because why would you want I don't understand. I'm not to say that I don't understand roast. I just feel like it was weird. Okay, so the Rock part was weird.
Only part I saw of The Rock was when he came out. I didn't hear none of his jokes.
The exchange was weird. It was a weird moment. I don't care when nobody say it was weird. I thought Regina Halls was creative.
Oh, Regina Halls.
It was very interesting. I like Regina Halls. I like Cheryl Underwoods. I like Regina Halls. I kind of like everybody said the same jokes over and over and over. Like y'all don't got nothing new. It was just, oh, Chelsea Handler had a bunch of black dicks. Okay. It was just the same jokes over and over and over again. And it's like, I didn't like what I understand is that these jokes were scripted and written down and they had to be approved by Netflix, which is why I'm like, Netflix, why did y'all approve that George Floyd joke? That wasn't funny. But they made jokes of everything. They did make jokes of everything. So to be fair, even Kevin's mom caught a couple strays. So who was George Floyd to him? But it's just like, and then after he made that joke, Cat Williams came out and called him a coon to his face. So it's fair that happened, and I'm not upset that it did, because it just be some stuff that just, while I understand that stuff be jokes, like even though it wasn't funny to me, but I get that they was at a roast. I did not know that Cheryl Underwood's husband off a building.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was married for real.
I didn't either. But that joke came up several times from the same guy over and over and over again. And I promise you, at the end of the show, you would have had to see the end of my switch blade, because you're not about to keep saying it over and over and over again. I don't care what type of comedian you are. And my friend had brought up a good point. He was like, maybe Cheryl didn't have an issue with it, but he sure does have a whole family that might.
That's true.
That ain't at that roast. So it's just like, y'all are not even considerate of people. Like, y'all making George Floyd jokes like he don't got a whole family somewhere. Like the whole community didn't go up in arms. Like, it's just like certain stuff just don't be funny.
Shouldn't be no George Floyd jokes. I'm just be real. Like, that shouldn't even.
It's just certain stuff that's not funny to me. I don't mean
something that we're talking about ever, whether it be from a black comedian.
The platforms are too big.
But no,
the platforms are too big for y'all to be. And my thing is, Netflix, y'all saw most, if not all, of the jokes that were allowed to be aired. So it's like,
I don't like those. I don't like George Floyd jokes at all. I'm gonna be real. I don't like any jokes.
But then again, on the same token, they let a lot of stuff slip. They let a lot of stuff slide because the same way we're saying this, there are trans women who are saying the same thing about Dave Chappelle's 3 or 4 specials and he got on there and said whatever about.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I just,
Well,
I don't
well,
know.
it is
I
what
just
it
feel
is.
like we are in a climate where we need to laugh. We're in a climate where we absolutely need funny,
Mm-hmm.
but some stuff is just like we not in that space.
Mm-mm.
I guess they thought, okay, maybe we'll bring the folks together. Now there was some good racist jokes. I ain't gonna lie. There were several good
Well,
racist
make
jokes.
this
There
gonna
were
be funny.
several good fat jokes against Lizzo, who was there. And she was a part of the roast. Like it's like, okay, they weren't, I won't say that they were roasting, they were not roasting the entirety of our community, but they
Mm-hmm.
when it was talking about the black people, of course, but they were saying things that could be offensive to anybody of that race. It was like, okay, well, we're gonna be racist. They said it up top. They said it up top though. They did say, all right, we're gonna be racist. They did say that in there. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm not
it's
even
not my
gonna say.
particular taste, but they had some stuff that I see. It wasn't my particular taste, but they had some stuff that was
Maybe I
funny
would
in
have
there.
to
I will
watch.
say
I
that.
would have to watch it this to really get the
You
joke.
gotta have thick skin for roast, for sure.
Yeah, get it to be in one and to watch one. But I
Yeah.
wonder. I am gonna ask another question, but who the fuck was being roasted that time? Jamie Foxx was.
Oh, there was now that was funny.
That
That
was
was that whole roast was funny. That whole
funny.
roast was funny. I don't know. I don't like all right.
It was Shaquille O'Neal roast, right? Was that
If
what
all right,
it
let me
was?
say this. Let me say this, and I know this is fucked up to say.
That's not what they was
If
roasting.
Kevin Hart would have found a whole bunch of funny black people to roast him, I would have appreciated it. The whites that you
They
had on there,
was
I don't like that because you gave white people an opportunity to be racist. Like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah, I don't think it was
Why?
white people at this role that I'm thinking
That
about.
was
That I'm.
their only. That's my thing. Like, that was their. That's my issue. Now, some of them, they was Jeff Ross, funny. The
Okay.
host, the host was kind of funny. It's just like y'all don't know how to roast. They don't know how to roast without racism. They don't know how to roast without racism. Or maybe that was just the choice to be racist. I don't know, but I just feel like it
Yeah.
was the same way. That was a second roast that I saw
Mhm.
that was black people and racist
Mhm.
versus the ones that I saw that was all black people and it wasn't racist and it had to be racist. I don't like
Right.
that.
Right.
I don't
Right.
like
Right. Right.
it. It's not the time to be out
Mhm.
here making them kind of jokes. It's not the time to
Yeah.
be racist. It's not the time to
Yeah.
be because
Yeah.
what the fuck is you on? What are
Definitely
you
not.
on? You not on code. I don't care. I'm
I
sorry.
agree.
It's not on code.
Yeah.
Kevin, you
I
did
agree.
something great just to backtrack. Like Funny AF was great. That was something great for the culture just for you to backtrack with.
Yeah, with this roast.
It's not a step, it's not a full step back to me, but it's just like,
Mm.
Kevin, you could have made better choices with that. But then it lets us know that your leash only goes but so far. You may
Yeah.
be a billionaire or close to a billionaire, but you still gotta answer. You gotta pay with your dignity to a certain extent.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. All right,
And
I got
that's
another.
not to say that I got any issue with Kevin Hart, but
Yeah.
I just feel like some choices we gonna all have to answer for as a people. You
Yeah.
represent a lot of folks. Little
Mm.
bit disappointing.
It is. All right, I
What
got another
we
question because I didn't have another no more wait one black ass minutes.
and I got 8 more of those minutes because I want to go and snuggle up with my man.
Mhm. My
Hmm.
question is, and I might have to explain this one. My question is, when is it the proper time for a man to approach a woman that he's interested in? The reason I ask that question is because I see a lot of videos for women like, oh my God, here he go approaching me at the gas station. Here he go approaching me at the line. Here he go approaching me, I don't know, while I'm at the post office. I'm like, okay, when is the good time then? So maybe we need to put
The
out,
good time is all the time when you're attractive.
That's my thought process, right?
The
But
good
it
time is all the
doesn't
time when you're
seem to
attractive.
be the thought process of the majority of women because I see so many videos like, oh, how dare he approach me now? I'm like, what is it about you that you think you are sending out some signal that lets all men know these are the proper times to and to not approach me? As a man, how the fuck am I supposed to know that this is not? Now, what I would say is this: sometimes women do have like that face on, right? Like that leave me the
Mm-hmm.
fuck alone. I don't want to be bothered face. I get that, but there are times where you don't have that face on, and there is no indication that you don't want to be bothered in this moment. But I'm a male. I see you as a woman. I'm a heterosexual male. You're very attractive. I'm going to approach you. And then it turns into, oh my God, I'm at the gas station. Oh my God, I'm here or I'm going.
Because
I'm like,
it's never when you are attractive. It's never when you find yourself objectively attractive. And let me break this down, Dee. I know this might sound crazy, but you gonna feel me.
monkey
Women
feeling.
are saying women are saying this when they are looking very vagabondish, when they are just stepping out. They might have on Crocs with no socks. They might have on their baggiest of the sweatpant with the shirt that got that hole right there, no bra. They may or may not have a bonnet on, and that is when the men are approaching them. The issue with that is you're not catching me in my natural state. You're catching me when I'm humbled. When you like me in that state, I don't trust you. If that's the
But
first state that if that's the first time you see me, that's the first state you see me in, and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get her. No, because what's up with your standards, sir? I look homeless. Why do you want me right now? Now I get you can still be attracted in that state. I do understand that, but I gotta think about the psychology behind it because you gotta remember, as much as I love men, they are our greatest predator. So you got to think about every mind state that a man. That's like the same type of thing when they get like, oh, she got to make sure she ain't got no makeup on when we go on our first date. Why?
because I want to know
I'm
what
a
you look
girl.
like.
I like makeup. I'm a girl. I like makeup. I'm gonna wear makeup because I'm a girl. If you want somebody that's not gonna wear makeup, then you should date somebody that's not gonna wear makeup. I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because if I want to wear makeup, I'm gonna wear makeup wherever date I go on. I'm not gonna not wait on a date. That don't make sense. If I'm in a house, that's different. I can show you a picture. I can send you a picture. But that's a weird stipulation to me. I don't know. I just
Yeah, I gotta say I disagree. I'm kind
I
of.
don't like it.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think there's. I
Because
get.
it's a particular
I
kind of
don't think
man that's doing it too. You gotta remember that's the nigga that also looks like he sleeps on a pallet that's at the gas station trying to holler at you. It's not nobody that you would even find remotely attractive. And he's caught you when you look like a vagabond as well. So he think that y'all are both vagabonds. And that's not the
so.
case.
There's a lot of things I want to say. First of all, if he looks dusty himself, if he looks dusty, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's not your type. Then I get that.
Yeah.
I'm talking specifically about the man, and he don't gotta be super well put together. He don't gotta have on no 3-piece suit. He could be just a regular man with maybe some sweats on, maybe some jeans on, but
Mm-hmm.
he's not. He's put together. If he approaches you with your sweatpants on and your shirt with your hole in it, and maybe you got a bun in your hair, I don't know if you literally meant homeless, but in reality, you don't look homeless. You look like a woman who
Mm-hmm.
went to the gas station real quick. You don't look homeless. Maybe you think you do, but I promise you, you don't. If your face is
Yeah.
pretty, your face is going to be pretty at all times of the
Regardless, yeah.
day. It doesn't
I
matter.
agree.
For you to feel a way about a man who is nice
Mm-hmm.
looking and has himself together and is approaching you just because you got sweatpants on and a hole in your shirt, I think
Nobody
that's
ever feels that
ridiculous.
way. Nobody ever
Because
feels that way. We're
yeah,
not talking about attractive men though, Didi, because that's what you're missing. Because it's not
then that
these women are
okay.
not attracted to these men. That's the at the edifice of it all. These women are not attracted to them.
So
That's
that is
that's where it
what
starts
I
off at.
need you to say. I
Yeah.
need you to say this busted ass man with
But he
this
may not be
homeless
busted.
looking man came up and tried to let's be don't because they never add the extra. It's always
We
just a
absolutely
where
hate
I'm
hatfishes, Marquise. We
it's
absolutely hate a hatfish. So Marquise is in the comments, and Marquise is talking about, the women, not men not wanting to be tricked. It's like a man that paints his beard or a guy that has installments.
Yes.
I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree,
Yes.
but I also feel like he should also wear that to the date. If
Yes, as
you feel
long as
like
I
that's
know it, as
whatever
long
you
as
feel
I
like
know
makes you
it.
feel like you look your best self, whatever you feel like makes you look your best self, wear it to the date. Don't tell me that I can't wear what I want to wear just because you are afraid to wear your man unit. If you want to wear your man unit, if your man unit make you feel good, wear your motherfucking man unit. I'm gonna wear
So,
my lashes. We gonna come and we're gonna both hope that it's not too much steam from some soup.
um, so yeah, I feel like then you need to say that. Say that, hey, I was approached by this very raggedy looking man who tried to talk to me, and I didn't like it. But that's not usually what the talking point is. The talking point is,
Hmm.
how dare he approach me here? How dare he approach me? Well, bitch, where do you want me to approach you? Let's all put out a mass video to let niggas know when and where is the proper time to approach you, because I
Yeah.
don't know. My
But you know what,
spidey senses
Dee?
are not tingling. I don't know. I can't read your mind.
But
You're
the flop
pretty.
side of that, the flop
Like,
side of that is
what
the weirdos who go on Instagram and TikTok and say Instagram or TikTok, do your thing. No, you should have did your thing. You should have walked
yeah,
over
that
to that
shit is
man at the
weird.
airport and told him
Just
that
go
you
up
liked
to
him. What
that
the fuck
man
you
and
think I'm
ask
about to
him.
go? You think I'm about to spend my
Yes,
time
go
looking
up there and say what
around
your name is.
on
Stop playing
TikTok,
games.
investigating, trying to find somebody who you could have just talked to? You was 2.5 feet away from, bitch. No, and
Man,
you took a video of this man without his permission. So I'm absolutely not going to help you.
yeah,
I
that'd be
should
weird
report this
too.
video because what is you
That'd be
doing?
weird. That'd be weird too. But as far as the makeup thing goes, the way I feel about it is this: how did you meet them? When you approached them in the first place,
Very
what did you
stalkery.
do? Because I don't feel like it is. So if I met you with a face full of makeup, I don't think it's the in the world to ask for you not to wear. Do I know what you look like naturally? Just like with my man unit on, and you could tell it was a man unit, and you could the man unit, so I could get a full picture. I don't think that's the worst question in the world to ask. Because I'm gonna say this: if this date works out and we get into a relationship and that relationship works out, I may want to have kids with you. I want to know what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, what could
Yeah.
my child possibly look like. I need to know what you look like in your natural state. I should not have to wait until 6 dates in where we really liking each other and we're to the point where we're spending the night that I now know what you look like. It shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be that. At
But you
some
ain't
point, I
gotta but you don't
know.
gotta go on a date to do that. You can send somebody a picture. You can FaceTime.
Yes, and
I don't
whatever it
gotta be in the
is.
public. If I'm somebody that don't want to
Yeah,
wear my
whatever it
if
is.
I like to
I
wear
got you.
makeup and I don't want to go out without it, that's a whole nother situation. Because it is people like
I,
that. I don't think people really are like that. I don't think that that's a
yeah,
thing. But
I
I mean,
don't
well,
like
for some people it is a thing, but it's not that common of a thing. I'm saying is don't
mm-hmm.
hit me with the I can't wear makeup on a date. Are
Makeup
we
for the
going
day. Yeah,
hiking?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are we
Right, right,
going
right.
hiking? Because if we're
I
going
agree.
hiking, then I'm not going anyway.
I
So yeah,
Monkey said, I hear they be avoiding FaceTime. But see, that's a red flag right there. You shouldn't
that's a
even go on
red
the
flag.
date
Yeah.
then. Because if
Then
you
you shouldn't
can't
be going on a
FaceTime me
date.
in your
Yeah.
natural state. Now,
Yeah.
I want to say first, Anita, I do agree with you. Yes, you shouldn't have to ask me not to wear it to the date. But to ask me, hey, can I just see what you look like beforehand? That's not a
No,
bad
that's
question.
normal. That's
Yeah.
absolutely normal.
And then
Yeah.
if you hit me with the, oh no, I don't FaceTime. Oh, well, then we're going to have to take a brain
Because I need to
check.
know that I'm attracted to you. I just need to make sure that you are not a catfish. That's
Yeah.
like the episode. Me and Reggie was watching the episode of Seinfeld the other day where she only looked good in certain lighting.
Yeah. Every time her face changed, Jerry was like,
That was so messed up.
funny.
It's so superficial. We shouldn't be superficial. Like that's the
Oh,
thing.
I'm gonna
We
get you
really
something.
shouldn't. But
You talking about the cramps
yeah.
scene, Nietzsche? Where her face went wild when she said, I got cramps. Is that the
Oh
scene
my
you talking about?
goodness.
I just watched I'm gonna get you stuck a little while
I
ago.
ain't
But
watch. I'm
yeah,
so fun. Not so fun fact. I lost my virginity with that movie going on in the background.
oh Lord.
So now I don't watch I'm Gonna Get You Sucker anymore. And it's this very fitting because that's exactly what was happening.
I
Yeah.
iPhone you sucker playing in the background is crazy. No, when she was popping
Oh, her
off.
body
Oh
parts.
yeah,
Yeah.
the girl was taking off. That shit was
Or Will
funny.
Smith. Will Smith stuck in a base, sitting on a tricycle. Girl,
Oh
getting on my nerves. No, I thought she was fine. She out of
yeah.
my mind. Don't know if my body is hers.
Bruh, that is funny. That is because they was getting into it, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't even care how you look." So she's like, "Okay, cool," because this is not my hair. She snatched off her wig, and she had this little piece of hair. And she was like, "Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
these aren't my legs either." Snatched her legs off. She took
No,
her
Marquise talking
extensions
about
out.
Marquise gonna say we should be very superficial. We gonna bring that. We gonna hold on to that topic for next week because we have run out of time. D, you got some final words?
I do have final words this time, y'all. The only thing I'm gonna say is thank y'all for sticking in with us. We did have technical difficulties.
As
It's sad
usual.
that we couldn't get Instagram on here today. Hopefully we can get back on Instagram and YouTube next week. Thank you to everybody who joined today and stuck with us. My good news is that I have, Marquis said 10 more days. 10 more days is what I have left in this city, y'all. I am excited. The time is marching on. I am so happy. We have one more Monday. I got one more Monday here with y'all in this city. And then I will be out here. I will be out. That's my final thought.
That's a wonderful, DD. I can't wait for you to be up here, man. I can't wait because I'm gonna come. I'm gonna borrow shit from your house just to do it. You need these salt shakers? I'll bring them back.
And then, I want to say this too before you get to your final thoughts. I'm also very excited because all of my family is now up north. My brother, Nisha, who was in the comments, my brother and his wife live in New Jersey
Yay!
now. Of course, my
Oh, you pretty
mother's in
close.
Baltimore. Yeah, they live in New Jersey. My mother's in Baltimore. My niece lives in Virginia, right, Nisha? I think she lives in Virginia. Yeah, and I will be in Pennsylvania. So I'm just excited. We also have an aunt who lives in Pennsylvania. I'm just
Oh,
excited because
it's all
I mean we
right.
will be missing out on my brother and sister in law, but the rest of our family is all up north. He gonna say I'm not excited about the house. So here's the issue, and I don't know if I should. I know I'm running over time. I like the
You
house.
don't like the house?
I like the house, but the area that we live in is majority white. And we will have to
Oh,
send Troy to, it's not an overwhelmingly white school, but it's like it's like 48% white and like 18% black. So I'm like, ooh. I'm a little worried about how it will be. I've looked up all types of reviews and all this shit on Google. I've heard it's a good school. They don't deal with, any racial bias there and all of that. I'm just hoping that it will not be a bad experience for her. What I will say is, if you throw all the minorities together, they overwhelm the
they
white
all are gonna
population.
go with the whites anyway.
Yeah, so that's my thing. It's like once you
Yeah,
put the black people, the Asian kids, the Hispanic kids, the mixed race children together, the percentage
it's
together
gonna
is like
be culturally diverse. That's a
7%.
good thing.
Yes, it is culturally
That's a good
diverse.
thing.
So I love the house. I love the house. I love the neighborhood, but we will be surrounded by a bunch of white people, y'all. So we just gonna see. We're gonna see. I hope that it will be a good experience. I hope that we will have good neighbors. I hope that my child will not face too much bias at her school. It will be new, and then it's new for me too because I have never been in a majority white space. Marquise went to a majority white school for parts of elementary school where he was like one of like two other black kids in the whole entire school or some shit like that. I have never been in that space. Every place I have ever been in, whether it be a school or a neighborhood, has been majority black. So this will be a new experience for me, new experience for Troy. It's gonna work out. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't like
It is.
putting
It's gonna be fun.
negative
Everything's gonna be.
energy into the
Everything is gonna
air.
work out.
It's gonna be fine. I'm happy. I'm gonna be closer to my family, to Marquise's other parts of his family. I'm excited, and we
It's
got
gonna be a
time.
great time, D.
I'm
We're gonna.
happy.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he did go to
um.
Frostburg too, so that's awesome.
Oh
Majority white.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh huh.
They got bears, so they don't even just got white
Man,
people.
they also got they also got bands. I'm so sure. But yeah, your final thoughts. You go ahead. I won't hold you up too long.
What's dual living?
And yeah, I don't completely bark at the idea of homeschooling either. If it gets to a point where shit is not working out, me and her gonna have to
I'm not
tough up
against
and
the idea
homeschool.
of homeschooling. I'm really not. I think homeschooling, more people should homeschool. Well,
Me personally,
I don't
I
think
do want
enough
to
people, some
have.
people don't have enough resources to homeschool. Some
I do
people
like the idea
shouldn't.
of Troy having
You
the
would be good
that
at it.
social experience though. But like I said, if it's getting to a point, child, yeah, me and her are gonna be in the house. But you had some. Oh, okay.
What's royal living?
The way I'm so blind and I gotta be all up on
Nisha,
the.
if you're not busy next week, can you come and talk about it for a little bit with us? Can you hop on for a little while next week?
Oh, y'all want some land? Some land? Yeah, land is amazing. That we were going to do
I'd
that
like
at
to
some
have
point.
Nisha on for a little bit next week if she wanted to come.
Yeah, I want to talk about what we can talk about. I got a couple topics, but you do your final thoughts and then I'll get into that.
Okay, final thoughts for the evening. I'm preparing for my first event from Bridges in Bloom, Baltimore. So we got a teen open mic coming up May 30th. I'm really excited about that at MRI Studios,
Fun.
starting at 5 and ending at 9. And it is a teen open mic. So 14 to 18, if you know any 14 to 18-year-olds who might have some talent or they might just want to watch some people their age do some
Mhm.
performances, let them know. And I will, that's it. I don't have nothing else. That's my
And
final
what's the
words. It
date?
just May 30th.
Ooh, the way I will be in town on May 30th. I'm excited because I definitely will be there.
Oh yay! I can't
Yes,
wait. Well, if y'all can make it out, that'd be great to
Marquis said,
to
"How
help
can
me.
we support?"
I'm just sharing it out. You can share it at my Bridges and Bloom Baltimore, Bridges and Bloom _ Baltimore on Instagram. Just
Mhm.
if y'all wanted to help by buying some snacks and stuff so I can have some for the kids, or
Mhm.
just sharing the word, sharing my flyer and things like that. Um, that
Yeah,
would be great.
man, Marquis will definitely be
If y'all
there.
know anybody with
And
teens, come tell them come on out. I'm hoping to
yes,
get about 40 to 50 max. So if y'all know anybody,
yes, Nisha, I'm eating all the things for probably at least a month. Cheese steak, chicken boxes, Chinese food. That's all I'm gonna eat.
oh my goodness, the Chinese food ain't as good as it used to be.
The
D.
way
The chicken
that
box is still hitting though.
I went to when we was in town last month, I went to Church Square and got a some Chinese food. It was amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't been
Maybe
in
I've been
church
away
square
from
so
her.
long.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, crab cakes, all the things that I have not been
Think that
able to
hurt me.
get for 10 years. I most definitely will be eating on a constant basis until I get tired of it. Until I have
Mm-hmm.
my
You ain't never gonna get tired of seafood.
yeah, I'm not.
You ain't never gonna get tired of eating crabs, even though they probably, well, y'all crabs probably ain't gonna be as good as our crabs. Y'all have them though. Well,
No,
people,
yeah,
I guess people.
nowhere near these crabs, man. No, they nowhere
I'm
near
talking
good
about
as
up there when y'all, even when y'all go up to Harrisburg, they might not be
oh,
hitting the
they
same
might.
way.
Yeah, it might. So I'm not really. I'm gonna try all this stuff too, just to see if
Yeah,
it
if it hit.
compares to Baltimore at all. But yeah, I'm gonna try all that stuff. So next week, here's the thing with next week, y'all. So tomorrow, next
I
Monday will
just
be
had
my
grits.
last Monday here, but the Monday after that will also be my first Monday in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I want us to get back to nostalgia because I think we can try to do that like once a month. The
Mm-hmm.
question is, do we want to do nostalgia as my last Monday here or my first Monday there?
Let's do first. Well, you gonna do your first Monday day? You're not gonna take that day off?
Probably no, because we're gonna be there probably like Thursday. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be yeah, I'm gonna be ready by Monday.
Okay.
But yeah, if we do it there, that'll probably be easier. Yeah. Let's do it there. Now, my other topic is I don't know what we want to title this yet, but I want to get into how older women contribute to low self-esteem of the younger generations. There's a culture of teachers telling children they never gonna be shit. There's a culture of
Mm-hmm.
older women constantly asking when you having a baby. You know, I want to get into that a little
We
bit.
could just call it old as bullies. They could be oafs.
That is a neat one, and yes, that's a good title. All so this would mostly be our baby boomer generation, maybe a little bit of Gen X. Yeah, all the shit that we had to deal with from them growing up, and the little slick shit they would say out their mouth. I want to get into that
Spicy.
next week.
That's a spicy, man. That one's
Yeah,
spicy.
yeah, Marquise, that's part of the. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up to you next week because
Up
that happened
brag.
way more than I realized. I didn't even know that was happening to kids in school until I became an adult. So yeah, I definitely
That's
wanna talk.
crazy. How? Because you was beefing. We gonna talk about that next week. Because we gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, yes, let's talk about yes. That's gonna be the topic. We going old ass bullies,
Then
y'all,
she.
is what we're gonna be talking about next week.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a
But
good
I
one.
do thank y'all for joining us tonight. Hopefully everything is on point. And like I said, one more Monday, y'all. If we end up having technical difficulties next week, just stick with us because it'll be the last time y'all probably gonna have technical difficulties coming from us.
Oh, hopefully. Hey guys, so follow me on Instagram at Hey Miss Wade. I'm on TikTok at Hey Miss Wade. But if you know any people who are teens, I have a teen advice page. It's called Auntie Nita Said So. So if you know anybody,
Mhm.
tell them to follow me. I'll be giving advice and it's age appropriate. So
Yeah.
oh,
Marquis
and
said
I would
last
like
year
to
that
start. I would like to start at 8:30. I'd
okay.
like to start at 8. I'd like to start at 7:30, but I know you got I'm going to bed.
The thing is this, I'm gonna tell you why I say 8 because my daughter be playing games. She be
Oh
playing
yeah, and
games.
Troy
Her
gonna try to make it
bedtime,
3 homegirls chatting.
yes, her bedtime is supposed to be 8:30 on a school night. If it's not a school night, it's 10 p.m. But if I let her stay up, the way she is going to be constantly interrupting the live, trying to throw her 2 cents and no, leave your baby alone because that's what she's going to be doing. She did it like, I would say, like our fourth, fifth episode. She came right here.
For
Ma,
real?
I had to put the thing on mute and tell her, Troy, take your tail to bed. No, you cannot be all up in here. Like, what are you doing? Go to bed and don't even. She don't be wanting nothing. I promise you. She be wanting to see what I'm doing. That's what it is.
Well,
So
if my
that's why
cats can be in here disrupting all the time, because Huey thinks he is a cast member.
he does
He
that.
legitimately feels like he is a member of the cast. He come and when he feel like it. So
She
you leave
is.
my goddaughter alone.
She is very excited. She want to be all up in it. One day when she get a little older, I might let her come in. We might do some kind of episode where we can include her. But the stuff we talk about, y'all,
Yeah.
she can be.
No,
She can't be.
ma'am. Lord.
One day, Nisha,
Where they can
I'm gonna
find
get
you
her
at,
right.
DD?
Y'all can
Oh.
find me at y'all know underscore DD on TikTok and on Instagram. Don't forget to follow our page. We are two homegirls chatting on YouTube and on TikTok. We are two homegirls 26 on Instagram. We are still currently going live from our personal pages. Y'all follow us, follow us, follow us, and follow us. Tell other people to
Mm-hmm.
follow us because we need to get to 1,000 followers on one of these platforms so that we can go live from our two homegirls chatting page. So follow us, y'all, and let y'all friends know to follow us, and your mamas and grandmamas and all of them too.
D, I'm about to call you.
Okay.
Y'all be good.
All right. Good night, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We will see y'all next week.